Hey everybody, I wanted to go ahead and do an Azure Standard top 20 items now, but for the household. So join me today as we go into that.
Hey, I'm Monique, a pediatrician turned homeschool mom and keeper of my home. Here, I love to share family, health, home, and sustainability tips that will help to provide us with the skills and know-how that we all need to uplift and equip ourselves. Knowing more and being better equipped, we will all be more sustainable.
Alright, so I am taking you in my shopping cart once again so that we can go through each of the items, and then I'll be explaining to you why we really do appreciate those things here that we order most of the time and the reasons why. So let me take you through. I'm not sure if some of you know, but if you look to your right hand corner when you choose things in your shopping cart, you can sort them. This really helps sometimes when you have placed things in your cart and you want to sort like items, or you want to find an item quickly. If you sort it by, of course, the time and order in which you have placed them is the first one. So whatever you're placing continually will be at the top by order. And then you have brand, temperature type even, and the product code. So first up is the Azure Clean Dish Soap. Now this dish soap is very good. It doesn't strip the moisture from your skin when you wash dishes. I tend to get the one that's fragrance free, and I go ahead and get it in the 5-gallon pail size. They do have different size options as usual, quite a variety to choose from. If you don't want to get the large 5-gallon pail size, the next best one for us is your gallon size. So we also like this one. It is said to be clean for the environment, earth friendly, and it doesn't have any harsh chemicals that of course you don't want on your dishes or anywhere near your family. So this one is a great option. And the Azure Clean line, of course, has many products with that type of mentality of thinking of clean products, chemical-free, plant-based, ones that you can feel safe using. Going back to the 5-gallon pail, we often use it with the pump, the 5-gallon pump. You can also order that. If you look down, it'll tell you that you can use it with the spigot or the pump. We find that the pump works very well, and I just store it underneath a cabinet, and then when I'm ready, I refill actually all of the soap dispensers. This I find can even be used for hand soap if you want it to be economical. Instead of purchasing different types, hand soap and dish, you could actually choose one that you want, and since this is fragrance free, you can add your own fragrances. We use a lot of essential oils, which you'll see in a moment, and that'll give you a little bit more leeway in terms of the fragrance if you wanted to add anything there. Next up is the Azure Clean Dishwasher Powder. Now let me tell you, this has been such a great buy. If you look carefully, you can see that I last bought this item back in November 25th of 2021. So we are going on almost a year. I bought the 8-pound bottle, and it is still going strong. I still have lots of dishwasher powder left. Now this is such a money saver. It washes the dishes well, it's nice and streak-free, shiny and clean, and it really lasts for quite a while. At my last purchase almost a year ago, we bought two, so I still have the very first one that I ever bought, and I'm still using it. So it really does stretch the dollar. So this is a very good option. Okay, moving down the list, we're gonna look at the Country Save laundry powder. This one has also been a good help for us too. It does wash the clothes pretty well. I am, however, now transitioning to making many of my own laundry detergents and comparing prices. But if you wanted to have an option and you didn't want to make your own, then the Country Save is a good value and it really does last a while. I last bought this in June and I'm nowhere near finished with the bag. I also add my own fragrances too, and so I'll add maybe some lemon essential oil or sweet orange or lavender just to give the laundry a little fragrance boost. So this one is also a very good buy and a good price. So this is the 40-pound bag. It also comes in smaller sizes as well. Next up is the Norpro mini stainless steel ladle. This is very well made and it really does help you when you want to go ahead and dish out your soups or your beans or any of the meals that you need a nice sturdy ladle for. This will really help. The Norpro brand in general I find to be very well made and really serves for quite a good while. So this is an option to look into if you want a nice sturdy ladle when you're serving your meals. Next up is the Norpro Apple Peeler, Corer, and Slicer. This one is also very sturdy and well made, and it really does help to cut down on your time of peeling. We have used it not just for apples, we actually used it to peel potatoes. And we made a little station and it really went much faster than if we were to hand peel. So this is also a very nice option to have. As I said, very well made, nice heavy steel. Next up is the Washcloth Kitchen Dynamo. So I do have a video out of where I show you how you can make your own reusable sponges and even reusable paper towels. However, before I made my own, I was using the Washcloth Kitchen Dynamo. It really does help to rinse your dishes well by picking up with those little microfiber fingers, grease and dirt and so forth that you have on your dishes. So if you would like to have a nice sponge or cloth to go to daily, this would be a good one, and you can rewash it many times and it really does stand up well. If you'd like, you can check out that video where I make my own reusable sponges, and that way you're not having to depend upon having to buy something. You can easily buy your own fabric, and using some even old towels, you can put it together very easily. So check that out when you have a chance. Next up is the Washcloth Deep Clean Mop. This has really been a help for me when I want to go ahead and do a nice deep clean of the kitchen floors, as it really does help to pick up the dirt and grime that has been left over the week's time. It is really lightweight, it has a telescopic handle, and it has that microfiber pad that you go ahead and place on the top of the tool. It is also collapsible, so it is easy to store and put back together so that it makes the cleaning jobs so much easier. It has really been a good help for us in the kitchen and in those deep cleaning projects.
Next up is the big Berkey.
We had already purchased our own Berkey, but looking through, if you wanted to get your Berkey, you can also order it from Azure, and they also sell the refills. They also sell the elements that you would need to purify. So this is really a good thing to look into, especially for sustainability. You know, water is so very important, and we need fresh, clean water that has been properly filtered, especially if concerned about any impurities and things leaching out into our water system, not wanting to have to expose ourselves or family to those things. It is so important that we have something that we can use to help purify our water and keep it safe and clean. It is also wonderful to have as a backup in your emergency storage and pantry stockpile of things, just to have it so that if, as my mom would say, if push comes to shove, you have something to help yourself out. So that was very nice to see that they sell the Berkey, and they also sell the replacement filters if you need them. Right here, it comes in the pack of 2, and it's easy to go ahead and pick that up with your drop of other orders. All right. Next up is the Drainbo Household Drain Care Treatment and Cleaner. So this is helpful if you want to have a natural way to clean the drains, whether in the bathroom, sinks, things like that. If you're having backup and you want to have a thorough treatment and cleaning, then this is a nice option. It's all natural and it helps to declog your drains. They also have it in different sizes and packaging. Next up is another from Norpro. This is the wide mouth funnel stainless steel. They also have another type that has more of a narrow tapering that you can use if you're wanting to decant different things. It's really sturdy and well made, and it's really a good option. You don't have to buy this again because it really does last a while, especially if someone is into canning or if you're making big batches of meals, then this is really useful for you. Next up is the Mylar Bags. This is the 5-gallon bag, so this one is really huge. But this one I went ahead and got so that I can have it on hand if in case you need anything to be packaged in large quantity, you want to share something with someone or a neighbor or a friend, or you want to just personally store your own things, then this will help. It comes with the zip top, sealing top, so that you can keep things nice and sealed. Some people even also use them in their storage buckets. I'm sure many of us have seen. So you can do that too. And then, of course, some people use it alongside their oxygen absorbers if you really want to bump it up, you know, a level in terms of your storage abilities. So this is nice to have. And they also have it in many different sizes. Next up are the Ayate all-natural washcloths. We do like these. They can be reused, rewashed. They really hold up well, and they're almost give you a nice mini scrub, pretty much, as you take your showers. It's not harsh on your skin. It's made from the natural fibers of the agave plant. So this is also another nice reusable option that you can add to your household items if you like. And the price is not expensive at all. It was pretty reasonably priced at just $3.88 per washcloth. Okay. Next up, we have the wide mouth gallon jar storage vessels here. So these are very nice to have in your pantry. I use many of them to store peas and baking powder, grains, you name it. You can store all the things that you would like. And I prefer to store in glass if all possible, because that way you don't have to worry about any chemicals from plastic leaching into your food. So if you have the space, you can go ahead and pick up a few things and store at least the things that you're going to use readily, like in your everyday meal prep, within the glass storage vessels, so that you have it on hand. It also looks beautiful in the kitchen as well, and you don't have to worry, as I said, about the chemicals leaching out into the food. And once you order them, you want to also order the metal lids that come with it, and make sure that you order according to the number that you selected, so that you have it nice and ready for when you would like to use them. Next up, Azure has quite a variety of books, which some people may not realize. One book that we had already was Preserving Food Without Freezing or Canning, but there are so many. So keep in mind that Azure Standard also provides us with many helpful books on health, nutrition, preserving, storage, you name it, meal making, wheat preparation, it's there. Next up is the Real Aloe Vera Gel. Now this one is very helpful to have on hand. I keep it in the fridge because depending on where you live, sometimes you might get an ant bite, a mosquito bite, and it's just a nice cooling option to soothe the skin. Of course, it can be used in many other ways, but we primarily use it for skin and soothing properties. It comes in a nice 1 gallon bottle, so it really also lasts for quite a while, and we find the quality to be very good. Next up, we have the Biomet Balance Essential Oils. I use essential oils in so many things. I'll also link another video where I'm using essential oils to make a body balm. I have made cough lozenges for sore throat. I have made so many different things. So I'll go ahead and link a few where I show you how I use essential oils. It is medicinal. It has healing properties. I also diffuse it if ever someone is not feeling well or has a headache. And it has really proven to be a great healing tool in our medicine toolkit. I find that the Biomet Balance brand is also very quality, and it has just been a real blessing for us to have available. So consider going ahead. It looks like it is also on sale. Last but not least is the Kirks body wash. We like this one because it does not leave your skin feeling tight and dry. It has a very mild fragrance. Of course, depending on the one you choose. What we have chosen so far, however, has been the original fresh scent, which we really love. That has been our favorite so far. And then, of course, they have others. It also comes in different sizes, and even the 32 ounce is quite large and a very great price. We go ahead and we'll get the 6-pack so that we can have it to last for quite a while. But like I said, it is really nourishing. It doesn't leave your skin dry, and it is made primarily from coconut oil and soothing aloe vera. So if you're looking for a body wash that won't dry your skin out, then definitely take a look at the Kirks brand. They also have other options too in the Castile bar soaps and so forth. So go ahead and take a look. Alright, so I hope that you have been inspired by some of the items in my shopping cart that we regularly buy for our household. And stay tuned for more of our favorite top Azure items. And as always, stay well and we will see you soon.